Okay, so I just have one more. I reviewed what I had said, and I just wanted to add a couple of things. One is about the you know, the dual nature of self and other. I was again drawn back to another duality which we heard about and talked about, which was the Jill Bolte Taylor, and her you know, scientifically validated right brain, left brain distinction, right? So, and the left brain's capacity, or the right brain's capacity to experience this wholeness and this oneness with the universe, and the left brain's desire. So, when you say the left brain's desire for order, for putting that in, for logical thought, for coping somehow with our right brain experience. That's very much what Kristeva and people coming out of a psychoanalytic framework, it's kind of, they would say the same. I mean, that's their language. Their language is the language to say desire. We could call it the left brain's proclivity, but why not call it a desire, right? So that's what I talk when I mean the poetic language, and the, you know, from a psychoanalytic point of view, psychoanalysis is dealing with something related to neuroscience, certainly now, very related, but at the time that these ideas were formulated, and there's still a mystery there. Okay, so there's still a mystery. How does that work? Why is the left brain like that? And they can prove that all these neurons do this stuff, but there's still a little bit of a mystery. And so there's this, you could look at Bolte Taylor and say the left brain desires order, and the right brain desires, you know, the sense of oneness. And you could use that language, and we could problematize that. What does that mean? You know, we could talk about that, and I think that would be a really fruitful discussion. Okay, but my main point was wondering, after I was thinking about these dualities, wondering where the abject is in looking at it from a neuroscientific sort of Jill Bolte Taylor point of view. Is the abject part of that wholeness? I think Kristeva, I mean, I'm not sure, but I think there might be something else, and maybe that's the import of Kristeva. I just thought of this, so this is a fresh thought, something to think about, something for you all to consider if you want. But you know, is it in the corpus callosum? I think is those cells that separate the two brains that she sort of doesn't really talk about in the video anyway. And what is it? Is the abject there? Is it stuff that gets lost there? I don't know, but there's a lot of what Kristeva is saying that fits in very well with what we know about neuroscience today. And I think and this is exactly why I think it's good, this kind of theory is good to think with, because then we take some scientific knowledge, and it helps us formulate a question. Well, what about this abject? You know, what about what about horror? That's the name of the book. What about that which we desire to expel, that our mind wants to expel? But so either that would be a really fruitful line of inquiry. So that's it.